Hosea 7 verse 8 says, Ephraim is a cake not turned. So Ephraim, you're only done on one side. You're only partly there. It's a terrible thing, my friend, to be almost but not quite. Hi, I'm Craig Fritchley from the Sanctuary in Syracuse with today's devotional. I was reading the Spurgeon devotional not too long ago, and he made this point. He said, a cake not turned is uncooked on one side. And so Ephraim was in many respects untouched by God's divine grace. That was the message. He had some things going for him, but yet there was partial obedience in one area of his life and then partial rebellion in another. A terrible way to live. We need to be thorough in the things of God. We need to be about our Father's business. And we need to let God save us body, soul, and spirit. To be whole. Not to be partial. Not to be a little bit. But to be totally sold out as we walk with God. I don't want to be uncooked on one side. Spurgeon goes on to say, a cake not soon turned is burnt on the side that stays closest to the fire. You know that if you cook bacon in a frying pan, you've got to turn it over because the part that's touching the pan is cooking and the part that's exposed to the air isn't cooked. And if you don't flip it over, eventually one side will be a little raw and the other side will be completely burnt. And so you've got to turn the bacon over, or the cake over. You've got to make sure that it's done on both sides. My friend, I don't want to be so on fire for God in one area of my life that I burn out, but yet so rebellious in another area of my life that I'm just raw dough. I want God to complete His work in me. The sanctification process starts when God fills me with His Spirit, but it continues as I allow God to help me to grow into all areas. The Spirit does the work, grace does the work, amen. God works in me, but I need to cooperate. I don't want to be a cake half turned. I don't want to be one that's partially good, but yet partially bad. So I'm asking God, complete the work in my life. Let the work of grace be complete in me and help me to grow. Help me to continue to add in my life, like Hebrews tells us, to add faith and diligence and virtue and patience, to continue to add. I want God to have a perfect work in my life. And I hope you do too. Appreciate you joining us for today's devotional. Don't be like Ephraim. Don't be a cake that's not turned. Let God's work be done in you completely. Let Him do everything that He needs to do to make you more like Him. God bless you. Have a great day. Share these with others, and we'll see you on the next devotional.